Thanks, Nick. Well, with the colder weather rapidly approaching and a recent Supreme Court decision, you might see more panhandlers on the side of the street with a sign like this asking for your money.
It started here, but police say the call to make a report about an attempted armed robbery turned out to be false. I'm here outside of the Foxborough Apartments where police say the man killed the 1-year-old baby. That is the most recent case of deadly child abuse in this area. Thanks, Andrew. I was able to talk to a few students today on campus to hear their reaction to what's happened. Behind me are the doors to CAPS at Pat Walker, where students are able to come and get the mental help that they need, specifically focusing on the topic of suicide. Now, suicide is the second leading cause of death in the United States among the ages of 15 to 35, according to CAPS suicide prevention counselor Michelle Cooper. She says that the suicide statistics have been going in the wrong direction. She believes it's becoming a public health issue. And she says suicide has been talked about in such a negative light, but she hopes that this month will bring that out of the dark.
Absolutely. I think this month is so important because it gives an opportunity to shine a light on the topic of suicide, which is something that I think we all kind of shy away from discussing.
CAPS also offers programs like Let's Talk that meets twice a week, once in Bell and once in the Union, where students are able to walk in and meet with a counselor free of charge on the spot. Cooper also tells me an important thing to remember is that there is hope and there are people on campus who are ready to help. Reporting live at Pat Walker, Erica Rankin, UATV.
Life has not always been easy for Auburn Sterling. Circumstances brought her to sleeping in cars, parks, and various homeless camps around the country.
It's just like a cycle of like a lot of misfortune that is hard to deal with.
Her struggles led her to a life of panhandling, but she says asking for money isn't always easy.
People are sometimes kind of mean about it, and I mean, I get it. It's hard to understand a different walk of life, but I mean, you don't have to be a jerk.
Auburn Sterling says she can make anywhere from $80 to $100 in about an hour holding a sign on a street corner like this. City officials say that this is completely legal.
The First Amendment, which gave you the freedom of speech, what the Supreme Court now says gives people an absolute right to panhandle.
Williams says after the Supreme Court decision, he has seen an increase in panhandlers, especially in Northwest Arkansas.
There is a tremendously large number of panhandlers now, much more than we've ever had.
Sterling is part of that number, but she's not letting her adversities get in the way of a positive mentality.
I mean, things are hard here, but it's definitely better than it was when I was younger, and it's going to be better, and I just kind of keep thinking that.
I've never heard of anybody getting armed robbery on campus.
Some students like Sarah may think twice about parking in Lot 56 after last night's raise alert.
I just didn't think that would happen out here.
But UAPD wants students to know they're not in danger. In fact, police say the 911 call made was a false report.
Subsequent investigation has revealed that it does not appear that an armed robbery or attempted armed robbery actually took place. It was a disagreement between two individuals.
Police say someone called them claiming to be a victim of an armed robbery. He gave authorities a description and police tracked down this man, Wendell Foster. They arrested him for having drugs and a gun. But after investigating, police realized the suspect and the alleged victim knew each other, and the victim's claim was made up.
We will be pursuing charges for filing a false police report.
For students like Sarah, there's no need to worry about Lot 56 for now. But police say students should still be careful when walking back to their cars late at night.
At night, I'm going to be a lot more cautious.
Within minutes of finding out the university fired AD Jeff Long, a buzz began. Some fans who agree with the decision and some who don't.
You know, Arkansas, I feel like, has a lot of potential to be a really great SEC school in football, basketball, baseball, all kinds of sports.
Garrett Carson is one student who believes Arkansas made the best decision for the program, but has no hard feelings against Long.
You know, he's a great guy, but I just don't think he was getting it done.
But some students like Claire Siebert
An athletic director makes a huge impact. I would
say the university should have fired someone else instead of the athletic director.
I think Brett should have been fired first, and then the athletic director given a chance to hire someone new, and then see how that works out. And then if not, then take the next step in firing the athletic director.
However, there is a large number of students who hope this action could send Arkansas athletics into a better direction.
All I can say is Christmas came early. Yeah. So we got all our lights out here, so good thing Jeff's gone.
More than just students shared their feelings. Current and former players took to social media to share their thoughts on Long's fire. Football captain Kevin Richardson says, "Respect everything Jeff Long has done here at Arkansas, one of the best ADs in the country." Basketball player Daryl Macon says, "One of the coolest I've ever met." Pro Hog Drew Morgan says, "Throughout my entire career at Arkansas to present, Jeff Long has been nothing but a positive influence. Praying for Jeff Long and his family." SEC Commissioner Greg Sankey says, "Jeff Long has been an important part of the SEC, and we appreciate his many contributions and leadership as the Arkansas Razorbacks athletic director. Our best wishes are with Jeff and his family." It all started with a simple lemonade stand. It soon turned into much more.
And then it kind of evolved into selling baked goods.
She doesn't use the money for games and toys. Instead, she takes her earnings and gives back to others. She created a $1,000 scholarship to help a senior graduating from Fayetteville High go to college.
I saw my parents and my teachers and volunteers in my community that went out and volunteered.
Gable says watching her mentors sparked her desire to do more for others.
It just inspired me to make a difference.
Fayetteville High College and Career Counselor Leslie Ziegler says the process for receiving a Gable scholarship is simple.
The application says who just wants to make the world a better place.
Ziegler commends Gable for her ability to step out and not be afraid to make a change in her community.
People are amazed that a young person with such a huge spirit and such a huge heart can make that kind of a difference.
Gable says to never be afraid you're too young to do something for others, big or small.
Try to find something that you love and use that to help others in your community.